everybody, it's me, Chris Ryniak, and welcome back to Scribbles with Chris Ryniak. I know all you guys. Everybody's in the chat already. Hannah Mayhem, D'Artagnan, Easy Efro, BFS Obsessed, anybody that I missed. Hi again, everybody. Welcome back. It's the Thursday edition, which means it's Kaiju Friday edition. Well, Kaiju Thursday for Friday. Anyway, it's Hoy Hoy Jake. What's up? So I decided I haven't drawn a bat kaiju yet. So, no time like the present to get started on this fella. It took me a little bit to figure out his wings, because bats' wings are their fingers. So I wanted to make it not look super creepy, because having long fingers, it might still look super creepy, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Easy Efro says, I'm doing work tonight, but I'm listening in, and we'll chime in. Kaiju time. Awesome. No need to worry, D'Artagnan. I'm surprised that you're tuned in anyway. It's awesome that you're in an amusement park. So, Mom and Dad are here. Both my mom and my dad are here. So, welcome, Mom and Dad. Everybody, it was my mom's birthday yesterday. So everybody say happy birthday, Mom Ryniak. Wish her a very happy birthday, belated birthday. I'm gonna get started. And Amanda will be popping in here at some point, like she always does, talking about fashionably late. She's always fashionably late. She likes to make an entrance. There you go, Mom. Everybody's saying happy birthday to you. Oh, Kesho is here, arriving fashionably late, just like Amanda will. So, oh, Bad Straubs is here. Oh, thank you so much for popping in. It's good to see you here. And another CMH 180 looks like a new watcher as well. So, thank you for wishing my mother a happy birthday. You should probably be getting lots of those. All right, so this guy, it might be a little weird, but hey, what the heck? It's a kaiju, right? So, I'm trying to hit all the hallmarks of a bat. So naturally he'll have, sort of the big ears, and he'll have fangs also, and also the telltale wings of a bat. I'm not gonna make his eyes as big as all the regular kaiju, because bats typically have small eyes, so I'm making him a little bit smaller. Yes, I am all mended. I still have a little bit of a lingering cough thing, but I'm not sick anymore. So, but thanks for asking. Easy Efro says, got tickets to Decon, had mild panic attack because I couldn't find my booth at first. Oh no. Yes, I am making a bat kaiju, Kesho. Well, yes, we are definitely going to be at Decon. Don't worry. That's the one that we wouldn't miss. And luckily, we're sort of veterans there, so they want us there. And if you are going to Decon and you haven't been to Decon before, we are all the way in the back of the big main room. Not the first room, the second room. Not the third room, the second room. So, pardon me, I'm going to do that a little bit. Maker Geek, how's it going, buddy? Red Jarro Jam is here. I am doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. Yes, they do like sticking us in the back, and we've been told that we're put in the back for bait to get everyone to the back. Oh, Miss Katie Girl's here. Welcome, Miss Katie Girl. But we got a full house. Comic Candace, I thought you weren't going to be in here. Well, welcome. Yeah, we've been told that we're bait to get people into the back because we draw a little bit of a crowd. Um, it's always fun though. At the very beginning, the first day, we hear the doors open, and then we hear everybody rushing to the back, and we get a line for about maybe 2 hours or so, and it takes us a while to process all the purchases, but it's a bit of a frenzy at the beginning. So I hear something rumbling. You guys know who it is? It's Amanda. We have an Amanda sighting. Oh, my mom is in the chat, so you can say happy birthday to her. So, let's see. For everyone who subscribed to Chris's channel last month, oh, you had to do it again. That's weird.
I know.
I think you might have to. Hannah says if it's through Prime, then yes, Derek. Edward Sully says, have you put any more thought into streaming sculpting yet? I have not put much more thought into it, but I will probably do it at some point.
I'm afraid it's boring.
Yeah, it's super boring. But I do have some sculpting coming up here soon. Maybe I'll do some of it. I put a thing up on the I put a thing up on the Facebook page about my YouTube channel. Most people don't know I have a YouTube channel, but all the archive streams are on my YouTube channel. So if you missed one, they're all up there. They're all like an hour and 45 minutes long. So if you missed one, they're over on my YouTube channel. Oh, Britain Puppy Cat is here. Welcome, Britain Puppy Cat. Always welcome. I will do the sculpting thing at some point. I'm not really. I'm gonna be starting a new sculpt soon. But I gotta finish up a couple that I started. So before I do that, we'll figure it out. Can we do casting and molding after sculpting? Probably not. The reason for that is I would have to haul my cameras down into my other studio. I actually have two studios. This is my clean studio. This is where I do all my design work. I do small sculpting up here. I do drawing and watercolor, and I do all the business stuff up here, bookkeeping and all that stuff. And all of the dirty stuff, casting and molding, that gets done in the basement studio. So I'd have to haul everything down there, and it'd be really difficult.
That would be impossible.
And my computer would have to go down there too, so it'd be impossible. So no worries, Britain Puppy Cat. Don't worry about being late. Let's see. How am I able to never have to turn or rotate the paper on which you draw? I feel like I do that a lot with digital art. Well, I tape the paper down. I don't know. I think I've just gotten used to drawing on a static piece of paper. I do often when I'm like doing digital work, I turn it a little bit. But when Amanda, you owe us an apology, Amanda, for making so much noise.
I rotate the paper so much.
Amanda is like a windmill. It never stops. It's so funny. You did a little video of something, of you doing a drawing or something,
yeah.
And it's just and it was a time lapse too, which made it really funny because it just never stopped spinning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just get used to it. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend doing this always, and I don't. So. Yes. No, I don't tape it down when I'm not streaming, Derek. I just do it on the table when I'm not streaming. All right. This guy is going to be real strange looking. Hopefully he's real strange looking. Did we do anything else since the last stream? Oh, I did the treetop adventure course with the kids. I went and did a ropes course and like zip lines. So there was like 5 different treetop ropes things, like canopy things, and then at the end of each one was a zip line. So that was pretty fun. Everybody's asking you. Oh,
sorry, my tea's done.
Welcome to the islands.
What was that one?
I can't remember what I was saying.
Oh, Miss Katie Girl, I'm doing pretty well. I was a little tired, and then I took a little nap on the couch, and I'm feeling much better.
What did I have for dinner? We basically had the same. We went to Panera. We were out and about and had to do some errands, so we went to Panera.
No shame, I really like Panera.
And got their a Fuji apple chicken salad, which is a pretty legit salad for like a fast foodie place. Yeah, I'd recommend it, but always get the dressing on the side because they always put way too much on and it's disgusting. But that's what we had for dinner. What did you have for dinner? Peanut butter and an English muffin. That sounds like an adult grown-up meal. Listen, Amanda and I were eating like dessert out of a pan that instead of dishing it out, we were just eating it right out of the pan. So, kind of like a cherble fur. Yeah, he is kind of like a cherble fur, Derek. Good call. Although you're a little obsessed with cherble fur, but now you have one, don't you? Nice. Maker Geek likes the Fuji apple salad too.
Nice.
It's pretty legit.
Good choice.
It's I'm pretty impressed with it for being Panera.
I like the combination of greens in it. Like it's zippy tasting.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the sub, Jake. We're gonna give you one of these. You guys notice the notifications are working? I got them fixed. Question for everyone here. What do I buy my brother for his 21st birthday? And it's only 4 to 5 days away. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Allie is back. Thanks for coming back. Totally remember you. So everybody, help poor Miss Katie Girl. I do not know what to buy a 21-year-old. A fidget spinner?
That's what the kids are into, I hear.
My mom had king crab legs and corn from the garden. Mom, you got us all beat.
That sounds amazing.
You got us all beat. Wait, what are you saying? Saw the chat notification, but was there a digital one? What? Jake. Or Derek. I'm not sure what you're asking. Yes. Definitely gift cards are a win. So what I always ask for gifts is movie theater gift certificates because I can't bring myself to spend money to go to the movie theater because it's so expensive. So that's always a good gift because then you don't feel like you're dishing out a lot of dough. People will definitely use it and then they get to make their own choice. And it's like, I don't know, he could have like date night or something and if he has a significant other.
I've always been a fan of edible or drinkable gifts.
Yeah,
Coffee,
me too.
Chocolate,
things that
chips,
go away.
1 million pounds of potato chips, whatever they're into.
Chocolate covered potato chips.
Yeah, whatever his bag is.
Basket full of cereal. Basket full of Malto-Meal.
Hey,
no brand cereal.
You buy me generic sugar cereal and happy.
Yeah, she'd be very, very. I usually buy hangover remedies and lottery tickets. That's great. Derek says, is there one kind of like when you get a new follower? I don't know. I just changed all the alert sounds, so maybe that's why it looked different. 3 cans of black olives.
Wow.
My daughter would freak out over that.
So that's either someone who knows you really well, someone who doesn't know you at all, someone who's crazy,
or someone who knows you really well and hates you. My daughter absolutely loves black olives, like probably to an unhealthy degree.
She eats too many, I think.
If you go to like a salad bar, she'll get like 50 of them. She'll get more olives than salad. Oh, my mom has a really great suggestion there. Get him my coloring book. There's my mom. Thank you, Mom. Always so supportive. Oh, actually, I reckon he would like some of the stuff from your store. Might check it out again. Although, in 4 to 5 days, you will not get it because we are not shipping currently.
Our shipping guy's in Iceland.
Yeah, our shipping Steve is in Iceland right now. So, you could always save it for Christmas. There's new stuff in the works. New pins and new...
so many pins.
Other things and other things. So we heard from our casting guy. What are you crinkling over there? You're like don't even say ASMR. It's like going to the movie theater. We talked to our casting guy, and we have good news about the thimble bugs. The next color that's going to be online, we're going to have plenty for everybody, so you won't have to freak out. So when you go to buy them online, still be quick, but I think you'll be happy because I think everybody will get one. A gift certificate to Hot Topic. That's pretty good. Derek says he's freaking out. Why are you freaking out? Oh, because we're gonna have thimble bugs? If you guys didn't already see the thimble bugs, do you have an Edison over there?
I want in a package.
If you guys haven't seen, this is Wee Beetle.
That one's kind of clear.
And this is Edison. So this is my critter. These are the thimble bugs, and this is Amanda's. So this is a special one. I just made a one off of these. So those are, we got purple, light purple coming up. Oh, clam juice. Do we got to talk about that again?
Hold on, I'm telling the story.
Hot Topic is not just a clothing store. Hot Topic sells a lot of toys, a lot of blind box toys. So this is just a... so if you wanted to know what the color of the pieces I have coming up for the Clutter Gallery show this weekend, this is the exact color. So actually, what's really cool, you can't see it too well, but I'll show you this. You can see it glow. I mean, it doesn't glow, but you can see how translucent it is. Pretty cool. Oh God, the you've told me that story a couple times, and it's gross every single time.
Yeah, I mean, if you were really into clam juice, you probably wouldn't think it was gross, but I'm not.
The thing is, like, I like clam chowder a whole lot, but like drinking a glass of warm clam juice.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it wasn't like clamato. Like, it didn't also have like tomato in it. It was just straight up clam juice.
See, I'm like an adventurous eater too, and that does not sound appetizing in any way whatsoever. Where's Brit and Puppy Cat to tell us how terrible that sounds? Oh yeah, Kesho, your the video of the smidgen that you showed. I believe that was yours, or was that Comic Candace? I don't remember. Somebody showed it. It was pretty good. Oh, nice. I'll have to look. I'll have to look at Clutter's stream. I didn't see it. Yeah, they were pretty adamant about us not giving away too much. I already showed you everybody on my Instagram stories a couple days ago. Probably too much, but
yeah, I decided to follow the letter of the law on that one.
Yeah, Amanda doesn't like getting in trouble. Not like we would. What are we gonna? The toy cops are gonna come after us.
No, but I want to be respectful.
Yeah, it was you, the Vampire Targaryen smidgen. Yeah, that was one of the ones where I told Eric, my casting guy, I'm like, just give me some crazy ones, and he came back with those. So he'll do that from time to time. I've actually held a couple back that I said no, I'm not gonna let those ones get out. I don't know if I have one.
I think you painted over them.
No, I think I gave one to Chloe. It was seriously like white, shiny, like porcelain white, with blood red across the mouth. And I'm like, nope. Yeah, the bat works out. He's got to carry a lot of weight with these tiny little wings. Well, he's a kaiju monster too, so most of the kaiju monsters I draw have muscles. They're juicing.
Juicing.
Thank you, Derek. Yeah. Muscle milk.
Ugh. It's the worst named product.
Well, it's just they're just the word, those two words together, just not.
Cause I equate it with like you're working out in the gym and you're like all hot and sweaty.
Right.
And like, what do you want? Thick milk. No, that's not what you want at all.
Oh, I'm sorry that the camera is in the way. For some reason, I couldn't figure out the setup today. So. I'm not liking the way that this is turning out. I'll fix it, guys. I'll fix it. So yeah, the zip lines that we did earlier this week were pretty awesome. I was a little concerned because I was the heaviest person there. If you guys have not seen me in person, I'm a large man. I'm not huge, but
You're tall.
I'm tall.
And broad-shouldered.
Yeah, and I got a little weight on me. So getting up on the zip line, on the zip line and the Tarzan swings, which were a little more concerning to me. I was like, are you sure this little piece of cloth can hold me when I jump off of this thing? So, and they did. They held me. So I did pretty good scrambling up there with a 16-year-old and an 11-year-old. So I think I did pretty good.
I didn't go because I'm smart.
It was fun.
I know.
But you don't like that sort of
I'm
thing.
not athletic in any way. Not even a fun athletic.
Was I in a bat drawing mood because of the little bats I drew last stream? Maybe. I was in a bat drawing mood because I haven't drawn a bat kaiju yet. This should be this year's Halloween bat sculpt, a bit different than round bat.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
It would be interesting. I'm gonna do more kaiju sculpts.
You used to.
There's one in the works. There's still one in the works. It will be produced. Still waiting. It's being digitally sculpted by Wetterschneider, who should pop in here at some time. I can make him feel guilty about not being done yet.
So we got out of the house today.
We did get out of the house today.
We went to Panera and we went to Target.
Oh my god.
Hot date.
Yeah. I was going to show this guy's feet, but they're going to be behind his wings, so don't anybody ask me about his feet. He's wearing clown shoes there. Behind his wings. Just imagine that.
Vans.
So I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. Oh, thank you so much, Blue Kratz. Appreciate it. Oh no, still got some heat there, Casho. Oh, Brit and Puppy Cat, I mentioned you because Amanda was talking about gross food, and I said, "Where's Brit and Puppy Cat to tell us how gross it sounds?" That's all you missed, really. Ugh. Yeah, maybe he's just got little tiny, tiny itty bitty feet. They're just tucked up against his chest that you can't see anyway. They're vestigial feet.
Vestigial feet.
I was rooting around in my brain trying to find that word.
It's not a commonly used one. That's how most of my muscles.
You know, as I get older, it's getting harder and harder for me to find words in my brain.
Do you think it's because your whole life you're learning more, so like the index just just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I think as soon as I learn a new thing, it pushes out an old thing. I think that's why. Oh yeah, Hannah Mayhem is our local Twitch expert. So if you guys have any questions about Twitch, ask her. She can tell you how bits work, and bits fall right into this fella's mouth right here. Here I can test it for you. I'll show you guys. Watch. It's pretty funny. They just fall right in his mouth. Yeah, I agree with Miss Katie Girl. Everyone here is pretty awesome. Hey, we have 28 people in the chat right now, which is pretty good. I'm not complaining about that. Welcome to the 3 extra people that weren't here last time. We got some new people. Trying to think about what ridiculous thing we can talk about today. We're usually talking about cereal and songs that we hate.
I don't know.
Everybody's talking about Pickle Rick. I'm not going to talk about Pickle Rick.
You know about Pickle
Oh
Rick.
no, Derek's dropping some robots.
Oh boy.
Hannah Mayhem, can you please tell Maker Geek how you get bits? Oh, good night, Mom. Thank you for popping in, and happy birthday again. Yes, Allie, someone has asked us what we have for dinner. We went to Panera, and we got the Fuji apple chicken salad, which is a pretty fantastic salad if you're ever out at a Panera, but get the dressing on the side. There's a theory that if everyone does it too many bits at once, it'll overflow and bounce everywhere. It's called Bit Bang Theory. Really nice, Miss Katie Girl. Real nice.
Has anyone proven this to be true, or is that why?
I think that was just a Miss Katie Girl needed to make a joke.
I think it's good.
It's pretty good. Oh yeah, my mom needs us to post some photos of her collection on a Facebook page. Oh, thank you, Red Jar Jam. He's eating up all the bits.
Oh man, so many.
Eating up all the bits. Blue Cat says I was coming to harass you about making a color book, only to find out you made one. Yes. Oh, and you're gonna drop in a big bit, 100 bit. Thank you so much. Oh, here it comes. I'm gonna watch it. Oh yeah. So satisfying. Thank you so much. Sinvision, Scribbles. Yes. If I didn't say hello to you already, hello. You totally bit me.
Oh man, when Linda gets them, because she goes by Nancy Brittany.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's good when you have a bad joke that you made and you can't help but laugh at it. When I have a good joke, Amanda just gets mad at me for a minute.
Just for a second.
Yeah. But I can't tell if you're mad at me because it's a good joke and you didn't think of it.
That's probably it.
So, something you guys probably didn't know about Amanda Louise Spade. The sweet, kind-mannered Amanda Louise Spade. She's really competitive.
I'm not competitive. I'm way less competitive than you.
What? Oh, I know. Can we talk about how Halloween stuff is already in stores? So, yeah, like Britton Puppycat says, she's never going to complain about Halloween stuff. I was a little bit like taken aback by seeing it, but I'm always excited to see what new stuff is out there and always disappointed by what I see.
Well, I don't think they just don't consult you.
No. But my decorating is my house is kind of always decorated for Halloween anyway. So I don't know how Target can live up to those standards. I mean, we have many skulls in taxidermy. So. Sally Joe Monster, hello! Welcome! Boy, we're getting so many new people tonight. Yeah, so I used to go really crazy at Halloween. Like, I'll have to find a picture for next stream and show you guys because I used to have. So, do I take pride in trying to scare the neighborhood kids? No, so I used to set up my front yard like it was as much like the Haunted Mansion as possible. I had this really awesome 1924 Dutch colonial home that already looked haunted, and I had uh, I had a full graveyard complete with a mausoleum. I had a cornfield with a scarecrow. I had a big well. I built several coffins. I had a bunch of full-size like anatomical skeletons. I mean, you can go buy that stuff at like Joann Fabric now, which is crazy. But I was looking at like anatomical supply places. So I had so much stuff, and I just kind of got tired of doing it, and also like the kids weren't really appreciating it. Like my kids did; they would dress up and like hide in the front yard and try to scare the neighborhood teenagers and stuff, which was always fun. And I put a ton of work into that stuff, and I just got kind of tired of setting it up. So I used to have some pretty amazing Halloween parties too, but maybe we'll get back to that someday. It's a lot of work to do that. I remember I had to mop my floor 5 times after the last Halloween party I had. I had a stage in my living room for, oh, Amanda, why are you throwing bits in there?
Because they're fun.
Thank you so much for the bits. I had a stage for our karaoke stage, and we had like we had lights all the way around it, and I had a full karaoke like set up, and I had a contest, like a costume contest every year. Amanda won one year. But yeah, it's been a while since I've like really done it up for Halloween. So maybe someday I'll get back into it. We're often like busy working on like decon.
Yeah, that's the problem. I never have time. I always want to, but I don't have time anymore.
I still think that we should have like a Halloween vacation where we like go up to New England and.
I think everyone does that though.
Yeah, but I still want to see Halloween Overload up there. That place looks amazing.
Where is that one?
I think it's in like New Hampshire.
Okay.
That's awesome, Britain Puppy
That
Cat.
sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
there's a lot of that up here. There's a couple of towns up in Michigan that are like crazy into it. There's a few houses here. I used to be one of the houses in the town we live in. But yeah, I don't do it anymore.
Well, I mean, it could take over your life if you let it.
Yeah, and the problem is like our house is like situated on a corner, and like no kids come by our house. So I mean, we rarely have any kids that even come here.
We have a pretty decent neighborhood for trick or treat, though.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we often like. There's a few houses like that do crazy setups like really close to here. But I always I think I'm at the point where I'm enjoying other people doing it.
Like the house that always builds the ship in their yard?
Yeah. The pirate ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do like a whole stage show
Mm-hmm.
in their backyard too. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wow, that sounds great. A whole street. Man.
That's awesome. A skeleton invasion up on his roof. Yeah, I wanted to. I had this idea that every year I was going to buy 2 skeletons, and then like within 5 years I would have 10 of them, and then they would always be doing something. Like they'd have like some sort of antics happening. but I got really lazy with it. Plus, they're really heavy. They're not like the ones that you can get now. They're like light plastic. They're like resin. They're cast resin. They're super heavy. But the great thing is where I have them stored now. I have them stored in a pine box in the garage up in the rafters.
Yeah, we full on have a coffin in the garage.
Yeah.
Full of skeletons.
Yeah. Everybody should have a coffin in their garage.
You had pretty specific rules though, like nothing gory.
Yeah, no gore. That's the thing that drives me nuts is when people like put gory stuff in their front yard. It should be really classic. Like I had like so many pumpkins, like this foam pumpkins. I think I carved like 30 of them and put them in the front yard. That was pretty
awesome.
Cool. Oh, they actually did have a Pirates of the Caribbean like whole production that they were doing. Maker Geek. If I were to experience Halloween in another country, state, or city, or whatever, where do I go? There are so many places that do awesome Halloween events. California, like Burbank. Like, there's some amazing stuff out there because, like, people that work for the movie industry set up, like, these crazy, huge things. But there's a lot of stuff in the Midwest, too. Like, Ohio and Michigan are pretty crazy about it.
People get seriously into haunted houses here.
Yeah, there's a really big haunt industry in this area. And actually, some friends of ours started out in that industry and now are doing very big things. Like Frank Ippolito, he started out in that industry and now, he was on Face Off and
he's from here.
And he's totally from right around here. So, yeah, Michigan is crazy. That's where I grew up. So, I know that. I mean, that's probably where I got it from. My grandmother used to set up her front yard, like not really crazy, but then like when I was a kid, we would set up our front yard. My mom would just let us go crazy. And then, when I became an adult and had my own house, I tried to do it in Florida. Nobody cared when I lived down there. But when I did it up here, people definitely cared. Oh, Pasadena has an amazing Halloween parade. Actually, they have a really, really amazing Halloween parade because a lot of the people from like the animation industry get into it. Rhodey Montijo gets into it. That's definitely something I want to see someday because those floats look really cool. I've always talked about organizing one in our town. What were you saying, Amanda?
Oh no, Hannah, that's no good.
Oh no. Well, thanks for popping in, Hannah. It was great seeing you. Hope you feel better. Oh, carving a rutabaga rather than a pumpkin. Isn't that like the traditional?
Yeah, like a turnip or a rutabaga. No, I was thinking about what this Katie girl said about living in New Zealand and not carving pumpkins. And I was thinking like, we all the time get produce and stuff that doesn't grow here, like bananas and things that are shipped in from other countries. And I was thinking like, pumpkins are kind of native to North America, but they're also kind of weird.
Yeah, but they have them in Japan.
Sure, but I'm thinking like, if that's not a huge staple of like your regional food, why would you want? But see, the ones in Japan are more like acorns.
Yeah, they're more like squash.
Like pumpkins, like pie pumpkins. It's a weird food.
Right.
Like, why would anybody want that?
It's true. Because pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I grew up with it.
Yeah, as much as, like, I don't want to see summer go away, I love fall. Like, fall in the Midwest is a really, really magical thing.
That's one thing that they don't get in California.
Yeah, if you haven't ever witnessed it, it's something else.
Or felt it, or smelled it.
Yeah. It smells like crisp leaves and you can always smell a bonfire off in the distance somewhere.
Because everyone's burning the leaf piles.
I'm trying to get this wing right. I'm not getting it. You guys can watch me struggle. Isn't this entertaining? Watch Chris struggle tonight. on Scribbles with Chris Ryniak. Struggles with Chris Ryniak. Yellowstone. Yeah, that I've always wanted to go there. I've never been. Yeah, those sort of like grayish blue pumpkins we get, those are awesome. The white ones are I always like because they're bright orange on the inside.
Yeah, just the skin is white.
Yeah, but then they always mark up the price on those things because Martha Stewart. Thanks, Martha. Yeah, they're sort of like a dusty blue-green. They're really, really pretty.
Here, I'll find a picture.
It's called a... Is it called a Howden? Or is it called a... Luminas are the white ones.
Luminas are the white ones. Here, I'm gonna...
It's a Hubbard.
Is it a Hubbard? I'm gonna put a link in so y'all can see blue pumpkins.
You want to know how I know pumpkins? You guys have seen the art from our show, Harvest Moon, right? And from Late Season. I think Late Season was the one that put us on the map.
This is a fun show.
So many years ago. Oh yeah, Derek, you're right. Ethan does have the best pumpkin pieces. But there's the one that everybody always asks me about, and I believe his name is Howden. I swear I get 100 requests because somebody finds that one on Pinterest and says, "How much is this? And can I have it?" I mean, first of all, it's this big. I mean, it's huge. And when I tell them the price, I mean, it's already been sold years and years ago. When I tell them the price, I always get mad. So, but anyway. Oh yeah, we get the really bumpy ones. I always look for the super deformed ones, or ones that have good stems, like big, thick stems.
Remember that one pumpkin place we went last year that had all the different kinds of pumpkins and they had them arranged like in a color spectrum? It was like a whole field of pumpkins that went from like green to yellow to white to blue.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. Yeah,
pumpkin patches are one of my favorite things too. Although they get a little touristy.
Again, everyone loves fall. Everyone loves it. The things get crowded.
Yeah. Chris doesn't like being around crowds of people. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that. I cannot get my lead to advance, so you guys are just going to hear clicking. I know there's lead in there. There's lead in there. I believe his name is Howden. Howden. If you look on the, if you look on my Tramped page, here, I'll just find it for you so you don't have to look for it.
Oh, I can do that.
Can you find...
That's my job. I'll find it.
Okay, it's on the Tramped page. It's way back, but if you can find it.
I already found it.
Amanda already found it. I did make Howden Jr. So all the pieces that were from Harvest Moon, some of the pieces were updated versions of the pieces from Late Season, which was Amanda and my first show, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, the Smoking Badger is now following. Thanks, the Smoking Badger. Welcome. So if you see this piece, it's much different than the stuff I'm doing now. The piece that Amanda just linked in the chat. So he had glass eyes. That's a one-off sculpt, so it was made of magic sculpt and tin foil, I think. And I'm not as happy with that sculpting because I can't take my time with it. The stuff I do now, I make casts. I make molds of them because I use a different clay. That was a very large piece. I was working on potentially making an edition sort of similar to that piece. I mean, I had a 3D model started on it, but I could never quite get it right. But I've made a lot of pumpkin pieces since then. Could you find the ones
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
late season? Or not late season. From
Harvest
Harvest Moon, the new ones. So I made some like updated ones that I believe Easy Efro owns all of them now. So I made some with just little feet sticking out. I've noticed a lot of people on Instagram emulating them. But, you know, people make careers off of what they like and then they decide to make it theirs.
I think they're super cute.
Thanks. Yeah, I was happy with those guys, and the problem is, so I have molds of those guys, and they're big, but they're difficult to make, and unfortunately, because they're difficult, I have to make them expensive. So I will not be making very many more of those. Once in a while for Halloween, I'll break out one or two, but they take a long time to. They take a long time to cast because the bodies are all hand rotocast. And the molds alone take like 20 minutes just to set up the mold just for casting. And I made like 25 of them for that show. Oh, that's awesome, Kesho. Yeah, burlap goes really well with those guys. I had one of them. I think it's Howden Jr. has a burlap like neckerchief. Yeah, that was a fun show to work on, though, for sure. Oh, thanks, Jake. So the Tombstone head guy, I believe his name was Gravewort.
How many of those did you make?
I made 3. I made a baby one. I made who had a party hat on. I made the one that we own, and I made the one the one sitting down with. I lathed a little
oh, that's right.
Urn to go on his head. But yeah, that was a fun. Here, actually, do you mind? I'll be right back. Keep talking.
I do mod.
Okay, Amanda's gonna go get
That's
it.
the whole point of me being in here, dude.
The Gravewort with the flowers was my favorite. Oh yeah, Ethan has Easy Efro has the baby one with the little hat. Which honestly that show making those little accessories was really fun because I got to make like vintage style paper party hats for them. And
admittedly, I'm a little happy that no one bought this one.
Well, I didn't sell it, so
I love it.
So here's this guy. And I think this guy was a little polarizing because he's weird and he's like, he's a tombstone for a head. But I was really happy with the flowers. And the cool thing about him is the rib cage he's actually translucent black. So that rib cage is inside the body. It's floated inside the translucent resin. But the really cool thing is, so you can see the light through there. The really, really cool thing is the rib cage is glow in the dark. But I can't get the glow because I have too many lights in here.
Are we turning that off?
No, it's fine. But yeah, they're very difficult to make. But I was happy with this guy. I always wanted to sculpt like a 1500s New England style headstone, and I actually sculpted this like 3 years before the show.
Yeah.
And it just sat on my shelf forever, but I was afraid that nobody would like it. But here, if you look in the little window, you can see his whole body. Oh, there he is.
Would you ever consider making like a really small version of that?
Maybe. Thanks everybody. I really like this guy. He's very strange, and nobody bought him from the show. So Amanda really wanted him, and I only own about 2 of my original pieces. So I was okay keeping him, and he goes with our living room. So
That's more than I own of mine.
one of the pieces from that show I couldn't sell because there was actually a problem with the resin. It wasn't setting, so I couldn't sell it. So, oh, thanks, Brit and Puppy Cat. No, I've done many of those double casted bodies like that, and it's usually about a 50% failure rate. So I have to do usually 2 to get 1, because it can move around inside the cavity. So a gravestone pin would be awesome. Oh, that's an idea. Oh, sorry, Britton Puppy Cat. Yeah, he's gonna live with us. Amanda really wanted it. Do I find it hard to sell my pieces you fall in love with? No, not at all. Thanks, Maker Geek. Yeah, I was pretty happy with the rib cage. I do not have any problem selling my pieces. Once they're done, I've looked at them long enough, and I want them to leave.
I've had a hard time with some of them.
Yeah, your pieces are really pretty.
Every so often, there's one that I'm just like, oh, buddy, I can't get rid of you. I do, but it's hard.
Well, I like looking at your pieces more than I like looking at mine, so...
Stop. I like your pieces.
Well, thank you. Although, when I think the only thing I get a little, like, I have a little bit of a hard time with is once we're done working on a show, like a large body of work, and we see them all together, it's actually not that long of a period of time that they're here once they're all finished, because they have to get photographed, and it's usually pretty frantic around that time, so things get photographed and then they have to be packed and shipped, so there's not a lot of time to like really savor what the body of work looks like together, and that always bums me out a little bit. It's usually only a few days, so let's see. It turns out my brother has this laundry bag that looks like a cartoon money sack. Fill it with some cool cushions so it looks like it's full. Get some pillows that look like dollars. Yeah, Amanda, you already said that. Oh, thank you, Kesho. Yeah, I thought, so the drawing for today, I'm sure you guys saw, the Pegasus was based on Sparkle Pony Magic, and I wanted to update Sparkle Pony Magic because I thought he was a little unresolved for the pin design. Because I really have to simplify the design for the pins because it doesn't really translate. So I was trying to come up with a sketch for an upcoming new Sparkle Pony Magic pin, because I'm out, so I have to.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're really close to selling out in the
That's
store.
great.
So I was going to order some more, but I wanted to update the design a little bit. And also I wanted to do a Pegasus pin. And also I wanted to do a Goth Pony pin.
Yes.
And also I wanted to do a Unicorn pin.
Goth Pony Magic.
So, but I wanted to come up with a design that was a little more resolved. So, Pegasus, yes.
Goth Pony Magic's going to have bat wings, and I'm so excited.
Yes, he is. He's going to have little tiny bat wings. So, if you guys didn't see it, this was the drawing from this morning. This is the little Pegasus unicorn or not unicorn, rainbow Pegasus. So.
It's a confusing bunch of words there.
Yeah, I think the hot dog suit critter would make an amazing pin too. I'd have to really figure that one out. Hot dog suit is so funny. He's so dumb. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was I I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'll probably post it over on the Facebook page or on my Patreon page of what the digital design looks like, because it's actually much more simple than the drawing, but it's turned out pretty good. Thank you, D'Artagnan. There was I had this hater on Twitter who actually found out who it was, which I'm not going to start any drama, but it turned out it was someone that I know, and he said something about Chris Ryniak's fans are all little girls, and I'm like,
what?
Well, I'm okay with that.
I mean, that's fine.
But like, what kind of insult is that?
I mean, it's also completely not true.
It's not true, but like, a lot of little girls like my work.
And that's fine.
And I'm totally cool with that. What's the plural for Pegasus? Pegasi? Pegasuses.
I don't know.
That's awesome, Derek, that your wife loves the hot dog suit. Yeah, it's a super weak insult. Like I have an 11-year-old little girl, and she's awesome. Like, what's the insult? But
ooh,
what's that?
The adjective form of Pegasus is Pegasian.
Whoa.
Meaning like a Pegasus, or Pegasus-like in some way. That's interesting.
Amanda's she's a wordsmith.
I love words.
She loves words. So you could get on about your favorite words. Okay, everybody list your favorite word.
Oh no.
Current favorite word.
I'm gonna explode.
And current favorite Twitter password. Let's see. Hey, Chris Ryniak. I have homework to finish for grad school. Gotta go. Oh, no. Thanks for stopping in, Maker Geek. Always good to see you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Blue Cats, for the tips. Here they come. Bits.
What's one word you can never pronounce properly?
Collapsia. I don't know what that means.
I'm going to have to go to Chris to ask him that. What's one word that I can never pronounce properly? It's not that I can't pronounce things. I stumble over my words all the time.
I don't think that you mispronounce anything.
I do get mixed up.
You do get mixed up, but Amanda's a smart cookie. She doesn't mispronounce things.
My biggest thing is that, like, I've always got too many thoughts going through my brain, but my mouth can't keep up,
Ooh.
so I end up, like, combining sentences.
Occipital.
Occipital's pretty great.
Yeah. So what is your most hated word?
I'm going to type it because I don't want to say it. Who's my most hated? Coming right in.
Oh no, coming in hot. Ah! I'm surprised it didn't get... Oh, you're the mod, so it didn't get modded. Slow. Sloth.
Sloth?
Oh, like... Oh.
Slough off the dead skin.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Nobody likes that word. I don't really know why.
February is like rural.
February,
it's really hard
yeah.
to say. Rural.
Ciabatta. Ciabatta is spelled incorrectly, Jake. And brioche.
Brioche.
Oh, I know what... Okay, there's a word that I don't have a problem with. I just have a problem with literally everyone mispronouncing it.
Oh, I know what this is.
And it is the word familiar. It is not familiar. Ex-manager of mine. It is not familiar. Can we do phrases we dislike? Okay, yes, we can do that. Devious doll, welcome. We can do it, but you got to keep it clean.
I gotta say one of my favorite words though, defenestration.
Defenestration. Oh, that's a good one. Oh yeah, it does seem like my call to arms worked. There are a lot of new people. Welcome to all the new people in the chat.
By the way, defenestration is the action of throwing someone out the window. So death by defenestration is not something you want.
I gotta say, welcome to everybody, and everybody gets an air horn. Thanks for 30 people in the chat. We've been going pretty well here. Red Jarro Jam, it's familiar. F-A-M.
Oh, wait, how do they say similar wrong?
Simular?
Oh, Kesho, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's really great. There's a lot of words that people pronounce wrong. That's my most hated one.
Yeah, that is a word. And also exsanguination is a word, meaning being drained of blood, which that's another really good one. And another way to die.
Oh, Amanda.
I'm cheerful.
I love purposely saying the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Oh, yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that to my ex-wife. She hated it. Because I would always say, like, TV and sour cream. I would do it to her on purpose because she hated it.
It sounds like something you'd say with like a...
Put it on the TV.
Yeah, a deep southern accent from the 50s.
Well, hell, look what's on the TV. Looks like it's the Beverly Hillbillies again. Maybe it's the Dukes of Hazzard. Well, them Duke boys, they're up to no good.
Okay, so...
Oh, nuclear and caramel.
Do you say caramel?
Or caramel.
Or caramel.
But nuclear. Everyone, say it with me. Say it out loud with me. Say it alone. It's clear, not nuclear. Everybody mispronounces that. That was actually in a movie that I was just watching recently. Cockroach. Caramel. Yeah, some things are said differently in different countries because of the accents. What was the what was the one beer can?
You're supposed to say it in what accent? It's supposed to be like English or Irish or something?
Right.
You're supposed to say beer can in like a Scottish accent? I don't remember what it is. But
it ends up being bacon in Jamaican.
Bacon.
Bacon. Bacon in Jamaican.
Coffee. Oh, you're from New York, so you're close to the coffee.
Who the hell pronounces it nuclear? Literally everyone, including our former president, George W. Bush. Yeah, mispronunciations. I mean, a lot of them are you know, they're excusable. But some of them depend... Oh, we got a lead break, everybody. Depending on the person, like, I don't know, the leader of this nation, should not be pronouncing nuclear wrong. Sorry.
I like cockroach. It sounds very, like powerful. Cockroach.
Oh, that's a cockroach. Sally Joe, why would anybody give you problems about a British accent? See, I have my friend who works at the grocery store. His name is Liam, and he is from Ireland, and I love his accent. It's amazing. I go specifically to his lane just so I can hear his accent. Get into arguments about aluminium a lot. Well, it's actually a different word, isn't it?
It's interesting because it's not just an accent; it's spelled differently.
Yeah, it's spelled differently. So you are not wrong about that. And probably Jaguar, too, also. Okay, what about when people misspell common words like your and your or there rather than there? Yeah, all you got to do is look at comments on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube and realize that nobody in this country knows how to spell anything.
I mean, is it mostly because the comments are all kids?
Not necessarily. I'd love to say that that's the only reason why. Than and then. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, my favorite is when people, like, are calling other people ignorant and they spell something wrong. That's my favorite.
That's always pretty great.
I'm trying to think of, like, words that I like.
I see a lot of used to instead of used to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's another one that I see a lot of. I can't remember
Probably.
what it is.
Probbly.
Miss Candy Girl, or when people type like this.
Okay, here's my question about that. That takes a lot of effort, and it's hard to type like that.
Oh, fewer versus less was just demonstrated on Game of Thrones.
There we go.
Sorry. Amanda is
I'm
passionate about this one in particular.
Also, different than and different from. It's different from. Like, this experience is just different from the last one. It's not than. But everyone says than. Everything is a title.
You know the thing I do that people probably drives people crazy? I cannot see LOL typed out without just like cringing a little bit. Like, and everybody does it, and I just can't do it. So I have to type ha ha ha. I can't type LOL because I just think of like a grandmother typing that out, and I don't want to be that. R and hour, that's another one. Didn't somebody just get fired for calling someone a grammar Nazi from CNN or something like that?
I don't know. I'm not up on that news.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it was the Nazi connotation.
Yeah, personally, I think the calling everyone that you disagree with a Nazi thing needs to go away.
Yeah, it's a little harsh, but
I think too, when you start doing that, you're kind of like, it's almost like it friendlyizes the idea. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It kind of downplays how horrible the Nazi regime actually was.
But people do need to work on their grammar for sure.
Yeah. But
see, I'm the one. I always do that mistake where I say at after, like where is the something at, rather than just ending on where is the.
Oh yeah, you end with the preposition.
Yeah.
That's a very Michigan thing.
Yeah, Michigan people, we say things wrong.
The difference between flower and flower, it's really subtle in an American accent. It's like flower and flower. It's really, really subtle. I don't know if it's different elsewhere.
Oh, Derek, I mentioned it. It has changed his lexicon.
It does look like a little man drowning.
Wait, which one does?
LOL.
Oh, it does. Oh. Silo. See, I've never heard that one before. Honestly, people use those abbreviations for things, and I still have to look them up. Like, I have no idea what most of them mean. You have no idea how many times I get an email recently, and I have to run it through Google Translate because it's from a different country. And I just think, like, who thinks that I have the time for this? Like, assume that I don't speak whatever language they speak in Kazakhstan. I appreciate the fan mail, but if you want me to read it. Oh, LMAO, yeah.
I like the sense.
But not LMFAO. You mean like Party Rock is in the house tonight?
I like LMBO. That's my favorite one. It's the, like, censored LMAO.
Oh, hello, D'Artagnan. You made it. Oh, that's funny. Wubba lubba dub dub. Yeah, Rick says lots of things on that show. He said one the other day. I almost said it out loud. I'm not going to say it. How do you say roof? I love my Michigans say it. You may not say it, though. You mean roof? Do I say roof or do I say... I say roof. Do I say roof?
You say roof.
I don't even know.
I say roof, but I come from stock that says roof and crick. And roots. So.
Yeah, Amanda's got... you have roots. That's why.
Yeah.
That's awesome. D'Artagnan was watching the stream on a roller coaster.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, that's really funny, Miss Katie Girl. I have actually seen that. I can't hate on LMFAO. That song was terrible, but I loved it.
It's real catchy.
All their songs were like that. Oh, the best is what is it? The I Work Out song.
Oh yeah.
There's a guy named what is his name? Stephen Peavis, and what's the other guy's name?
I can only remember Stephen
Oh
Peavis.
gosh, there's a guy who's super nerd.
See if I can find
He
him.
plays one on YouTube, and he did a cover of it, and it's amazing.
Brett Domino.
Britt Domino. Brit. You guys have to watch the LMFAO video. It's so hilarious. Yes, animal print pants out of control. Yeah, I can't hate on that song. It was super catchy. Although I would always say every snuffleupagus, not every day I'm shuffling. This bat kaiju is so good, I think a tiny cockroach buzzing in front of him would be funny. Maybe. I don't know if I want to get into that kind of detail. Are you trying to art direct this, Derek, so you can buy it?
Can we talk about the Star Wars shampoo we saw today?
Oh yeah, we can. Go ahead.
I don't remember the first one we saw. It was like kids 2-in-1 shampoo.
Yeah, it was made by Suave, I believe.
It's in a big black bottle.
And it came in a black pump bottle, and it had a picture of Kylo Ren on it, and it was for kids, and it was called something like Force something. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was.
What was on the blue one?
R2D2.
Yeah, and the scent was Coconut Force.
Yeah, it said Coconut Force on it. It was so stupid. It was like there's a real mixed message. It was in a black bottle for kids. Coconut Force. Just like, what are you trying to do?
It's forceful. Oh, there's more than just those two.
Oh, you're looking at more.
Hyperspace Apple.
Uh,
And there's also
with a picture of Kylo Ren. So tough.
There's also one called Galactic Fresh with BB-8 on it.
What are some other better names we could come up with for Star Wars shampoo?
Yeah, I think Galactic Fresh is kind of they mailed that one in.
Miss Katie Girl wants to whisper something to you.
Oh yeah,
Shmoyoho.
do it. Whisper away.
Whispers. Careless Whiskers. Well, Allie, I will be having a drawing sale in the not too distant future. Sign up for the mailing list on bindlewood.com if you haven't already. That's the best way to get updated on all that stuff.
Kesha, would that be like Dago Bubble Bath? Dago Bath Gel? Yeah?
That's pretty good. Well, that one time that you tweeted out all the names of the Star Wars planets to impress me.
I don't even remember. They were all so stupid. Mufasa.
Mufasa was one of them. I can't remember the names of the other ones.
I can't either.
Yeah, I'm sorry that it's hard to get to. There's usually a lot of competition for the drawings in the store. When there's just one of something, it can get snatched out of the cart if you don't purchase it in time. Unfortunately, Scent of a Wookiee. That's pretty good. Yeah, unfortunately, like that's the best system that we can currently justify spending the money on. After that, the cart systems tend to get very expensive, and we don't make enough sales in a month to justify that kind of cost. So it's the best we can do. There are some way worse systems out there, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. But I think by this point, a lot of people have gotten used to how it works, and often, third try, they often get something. Yeah, if you do it, once and you learn, Derek, then it's not surprising the second time. So I don't know if there's ways to juke the system. I've never tried.
It's gotta be disappointing.
Yeah, that's why we keep trying to make more. I mean, like the last drawing sale, I think I had 40 drawings up, which is the most I've ever had. So I keep trying to like make sure that I have plenty to go around. And I know multiple people will try to get the more popular ones. But that's why I keep drawing every day, so I can keep making ones that people will like. Although some days it does get hard. It gets hard to come up with like, what the heck am I going to draw today? See, we are an hour and 20 in. That's not too bad. We've been staying strong over 25 for almost this entire stream. We're at 29 now. So thanks everybody for all the new people that are in here.
Sorry about all the crinkling.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm packaging lapel pins over here.
Like, I have to be honest, on Fridays, I'm often a little bit happy that I don't have to do a drawing for a couple of days.
Well, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, I do it every day, and,
even if you enjoy it, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. What game does a Mandalorian play with their dog? Mandalorian is, Boba Fetch.
That's good. That's good.
That is pretty good. I don't know any Star Wars jokes. You'd think I would.
Yeah,
I'm out of the loop, man.
You're a dad that likes Star Wars. Come on.
I'm out of the loop. Yeah, but my kids don't like Star Wars. They could care less. Although I did explain to my daughter about why Rogue One was so amazing the other day, and once I explained to her what it was that was amazing about that movie, she was very impressed. Oh yeah, you did the Drawloween thing, huh, Brit and Puppy Cat? Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I've been doing monthly Halloween drawings for like, since 2011. I mean, I didn't even know what Drawloween was until like last year. So, in like Inktober and all that stuff. But yeah, it's hard to like not repeat yourself, especially when it comes down to things that are themed. Like December, I always. Oh, thank you so much, Derek. I just looked up and saw all those cupcakes. That was so awesome. Oh, Miss Katie Girl, I just noticed that you just talked about Aaron from Game Grumps. We're actually friends with a couple of the people from Game Grumps. I was just out at their studio with my son earlier this year, but yeah, they're hilarious guys. Let's see.
Chinese ferret badgers are adorable. I mean, they look like ferrets and badgers.
No, I have never seen a Chinese ferret badger. BB. Let me see.
Take it. Oh, sorry, I closed it.
Oh, okay.
Take a ferret and a badger and make them the same animal, and that's what they look like.
Fuzzed68, have you ever drawn other characters in your style, sort of like fan art? I would love to see your take on Bugs Bunny giving Gossamer a manicure. No, I have not done that, and I won't do that. There's a few reasons why. I'll tell you in a second about the Star Wars movie. I will not draw other people's characters. First of all, I'm building my own brand and my own characters, and I've often thought as a professional, to do fan art to further your own brand is a little taking the easy way out. That's my opinion. But then selling that work is also illegal. So I sell all my drawings, and every day I put time into my drawings. If I'm drawing something I can't sell, then it's just sort of wasted time. So I have enough of my own ideas that I don't want to take from other people. So that's why I don't do that. So that's the answer. And you won't ever see it. I did one Ewok once, and I gave it away. And I felt really gross about it. Like, I felt super, super bad about it. So I will never do that again. So I'm going to explain to you why Rogue One is so amazing. Okay, so I'm going to put the pencil down for a second.
Oh boy.
Because I need to explain this. So, in Star Wars, I can't remember if it was actually in Star Wars or if it was in Empire Strikes Back, when the Rebel Alliance shows the and this is almost 40 years ago. It was 40 years ago. It was in 1977. They showed a graphic of the Death Star, and they showed its weak point. And they said, many Bothans died to bring us this information. And that was all they said. That was it. That was all they said about how they got the information. That one line was the entire movie of Rogue One. So, and the thing is, since then, many people have complained about, why was the Death Star so weak? Why was it so hard? Why was it so easy to take down? Why would you build something so impenetrable with such an easy weakness? And the question was answered in Rogue One, and it was that it was done intentionally by a saboteur who built the Death Star, essentially. So, if you think about that being like sort of a weak plot point in the movies 40 years ago, and then them deciding to put hundreds of millions of dollars into making a movie, that's amazing. So that was about that whole thing. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. So there you go. That's why I think it's amazing. But yeah, there you go. Okay, now I'm not gonna get serious anymore.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but Chris is pretty passionate about Star
Well,
Wars.
I think that Rogue One is actually my favorite Star Wars movie now.
Yeah?
Because it took so many risks. It was like, okay, you fall in love with all these really complex.
There might be some spoilers coming, so turn off your microphone.
Yeah, has everybody seen it? If you wanted to say no spoilers, if you don't want me to say anything, just say no spoilers. I won't say anything else. But anyway, it's my favorite Star Wars movie to date because it was so risky, and also like it had everything I love about Star Wars, and it got way more complex than a normal Star Wars movie would be. So yeah, it's like when a mad scientist puts a self-destruct button on their own weapon in the cartoon. It totally is. But he was against the Empire. I could be totally wrong about some of the details in there. However, I'm not an expert, but I do find that once I told that to my daughter, she was like, "Whoa."
If you want real details, ask John Paul Kaiser.
Yes, John Paul Kaiser is an expert. Did the stream lock up or something?
Mine's okay.
Yeah, same here, Ethan. I kind of knew. Yeah, it's on Netflix. No excuses.
True.
So I'm gonna spoil it. So plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. Everyone dies. Spoiler alert. It's amazing that they did it. It's so risky. You fall in love with all these characters that, like K2SO. Is that like one of the best droids ever? And like Alan Tudyk's performance of that character is amazing. All dead. Everyone, literally everyone dead. It's just amazing. I couldn't believe that they did that in such a big franchise. It was like so ballsy. I was really, really stoked on that.
I was so sad to see CK2SO go.
I was too. Like I wasn't happy to see everybody die. It was just the act of what they did. It was amazing.
I mean, he went out in like the most like, yeah, go way possible, but still, it was really sad, even though he was just a droid.
Yeah. Oh, did we just convince you to watch it, Britain Puppy Cat?
It's good.
It's really good.
I'm not into Star Wars, and I like it.
It's not trite. It's not like made for kids. It's not pandery. It's a completely different kind of thing.
And I think you could watch it without knowing anything about the Star Wars universe and just
totally
enjoy it as a standalone movie.
Yeah. It was the first Star Wars movie where there was consequences that couldn't be undone by the Force or magic or whatever. That is a very good point. Allie says, I know nothing about Star Wars. This is all confusing to me. I was born, I'm a Star Wars kid, so I've been around for many, many years. So, go back and watch it all. Get caught up. There's new movies coming out. It's worth it. Let's see. Skip all the prequels. You don't need to see this. I actually like it when movies don't have a happy ending. It makes you love the characters for the moments they had and shared, and seeing how far they had come. They were heroic because they didn't survive. That's actually great. I thought that's why you were going to say it was the best. They all actually paid the ultimate sacrifice. The ending made me happy. See? I'm a Trekkie, but I love hearing Star Wars fans geek out over it.
I mean, it's the same kind of geekery.
Yeah, it's literally the same. Yeah, I've really loved the new Star Wars movie, or the new Star Trek movies. I'm not entirely happy with some of the new Klingon designs, though.
We didn't see the latest one, did we?
Yes, we did.
We did?
In general, are you glad Disney is in charge now? Yes! I am very glad. Britain Puppy Cat. My daughter is a Sailor Moon kid, and so is Amanda.
The funny thing is, though, Sailor Moon didn't, like, you think it's a really old series. It's from, like, 95.
Yeah.
So by Sailor Moon kid...
Yeah, from college.
From college. Because I was 15 when Sailor Moon hit Japan. So.
Mermaid. Huh, I'll have to look that one up. I'll write it down. Mermaid. Maybe add it to the list of movies I should see.
Yeah.
Catch her over on the Facebook page.
Oh yeah, 91. You're much more in the right age range to have that when you're younger.
Amanda and I actually watched. So we've been on a. I think we've talked about this before. We've been on a constant hunt for horror movies that are actually scary or good anyway. And we watched a movie last night called The Devil's Candy, and heads up, it does have some really, really sensitive content in it. However, it was a horror movie that talked about really gnarly stuff, but never showed any of it, and it was done so well. Like,
won't give any spoilers, but it's more tense than it's scary.
It's super tense. Yeah, and it's disturbing.
And it had beautiful cinematography, which is super rare.
Yeah. And the you cared about the characters.
You really, really care about the characters in this one. Usually, like, the characters are kind of throwaways in horror films.
Yeah.
But you really cared about the characters in this one.
We felt the same way about Get Out.
It is on Netflix. I think that's where you watched it, right?
Yeah, they just put it on Netflix, so it was really good. And it has a painter in it. Man, I hate feeling tense, Derek says.
You'll feel tense the whole time. However, the ending, it's a satisfying ending. I'll just put it that way. I'm not to say it's good or bad.
Miss Katie Girl, we are talking about the movie The Devil's Candy. It's on Netflix currently. Like I said, there's some pretty gnarly, sensitive stuff in there, but they don't show anything, which is completely like an exercise in telling everybody that makes gore movies and trying to be scary that you don't have to at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's more powerful what you don't see.
I mean, it had some incidental blood, but it wasn't
like
a slasher film.
Yes, we did watch The Void. We wanted it to be crazier.
It was crazy, but they could have knocked that puppy up a lot more.
Oh yeah, they could have really gone crazy with it. There was some stuff that was like like the guys in the hoods and stuff. I found to be very
That was creepy.
very
But
creepy.
I wanted the monster to be crazier.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I mean it was definitely like a nice throwback to like rubber suit monsters from the '80s, but it wasn't as crazy as I thought it could be. Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, continue it. I won't say it's the most like exciting and bombastic film I've ever seen, but I thought the atmosphere was really good.
Yeah. Plus, we're getting old.
What's that
We're
mean?
boring. We like things that are thought provoking. Let's see. Oh, Derek mentioned about the tension in Game of Thrones. Amanda hasn't watched any Game of Thrones. She read the books, but she has not watched any of them.
I read the first 2.5.
During our last show, I hadn't watched any of it either, but I watched literally every single episode, like in a month. So I am caught up. I am current.
Here's what I know about Game of Thrones. Everyone is horrible.
Everyone's horrible, and everyone dies, and dragons. I mean, I just wish there was more monsters in Game of Thrones, of course. A 93, baby.
Yeah, all you youngins, I wish I was
So
I wish I
young.
was 24. That'd be nice.
I was a junior in high school in 93. Yeah, Game of Thrones was pretty epic. Not enough monsters. I mean, dragons are dragons, yes. However, you're gonna make realms with dragons, and all you got is frozen people and a couple of dragons. Come on, where are the trolls at?
You know what though? Like being born in 1980, I became a teenager in the 90s, which is the best time for music.
Yes.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah, we have a hard time finding new music that we care about. It seems like we have playlists from like 5 years ago that's the most current we can find.
It's not the lack of trying.
Yeah, we do try. We're trying to stay current, guys. Although we don't listen to a lot of music lately.
I get in I get in ruts. Like I've been listening to the same album, like nonstop for months.
Oh, thank you for the bits, Blue Cats. I just noticed them. Thank you so much. The humans are monsters. Oh, pfft. I get enough of that in the real world. I want monsters for real. Come on. What kind of music are we into currently?
Oh boy.
The thing is, we like so much stuff. A lot of it has an electronic bent to it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was in the like grunge alternative thing when I was a teenager, but I'll go back sometimes for nostalgic reasons, but not really very much anymore.
Yeah, once in a while when we're on a road trip, which we're going to be going on this weekend.
I'll pack up the Soundgarden.
Yeah, we crank up the Soundgarden and sing along to a few songs.
I don't know. I listen to a lot of kind of like post-punk, post-goth, like electro darkwave sort of stuff.
That Joywave record is awesome.
That's a good record.
Not the most current one. The last one.
Oh, the How Do You Feel Now?
Yeah.
I've been listening to a band called Astra a lot, and I really like them. See, really bad at music.
Yeah, we're super bad
I just
at
sit
music.
in silence like a creepy person.
You do. I listen to
It freaks you out.
It does. It really freaks me out because I need sound. I listen to a lot of podcasts mostly. Again, boring old man. Although I listened to a great Dollop podcast today. It was fascinating. Fascinating and will make you disappointed in past, well, in politics in general. Oh, that's what was happening. I was hearing my own voice over the thread, over the feed, because I didn't have the volume all the way down. I thought I kept hearing somebody whispering. Okay, has anyone been following the bullshit thing on Twitter about some guy who was worried that his house is haunted?
No.
I forget what it's called. I just noticed it today. There was some thread about some guy, and he keeps adding to it.
You're gonna have to go back and bleep yourself.
Yeah, sorry, I swore. I'd do that. And I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I didn't see that one at all.
Oh, I can't remember what it is. I'm trying to find it. I may not be able to find it. This guy, he's talking about how his his cats keep going to the door and like staring at the door. And there was other things. He was saying something about like he was having dreams and sleep paralysis and stuff, and I'm like, well, that's where it ends. You were having sleep paralysis. So it should be in the moments section. Oh yeah, Dear David was the ghost. Yeah. Oh God. Don't get me started on ghost stories. I'm so angry about ghost stories.
Oh, Britton Puppy Cat, you are so good for not going on Twitter. It's a mess.
Don't go on Twitter. Don't go on Twitter. No,
See,
nobody ever go on Twitter.
It's like, here's the spectrum of social media. Snapchat is just like, stupid stuff and maybe the occasional inappropriate thing. And Facebook's like, our parents talking about their vacations. Instagram's like, here's a picture I painted this awesome hot dog I ate. And then Twitter's like, the world's on fire and we're all gonna die.
Yeah, don't go on Twitter. The only reason I have Twitter is so that I can post drawings for the people that aren't on Instagram and Facebook. So I don't follow anybody. But anyway, this guy was telling this story about like apparently some kid died in the building that he was in, and he was having dreams about it. And I was like, oh God, anything's real if you believe hard enough. That's my thought on ghosts. I've had a lot of really weird experiences in my life that many people would be like, well, that was a ghost, but nothing points to ghost, and nothing points to ghosts are real for me, unfortunately. And I know that's not a popular opinion to have, but yeah, I don't know. This one seems like a real stretch to me. How do I feel about mediums? You mean like painting mediums? I like to use I assume you mean like psychics and such. Some people like them. Some people think they're real. Snapchat. Boop, it's gone, you missed it. Insta. Here's what I ate for breakfast. Yeah. Twitter. Everything's gonna
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't believe in Loch Ness Monster, and I don't believe in Sasquatch. Unfortunately. I do, however, have a plan for Bigfoot. So, oh, sorry, D'Artagnan. Sorry it took so long for you to get your Patreon thing. So, anyway, about Bigfoot. So I have a plan for Bigfoot. Every time I see a video of Bigfoot, it's always like shaky, and then they put the camera down, and then it's blurry, and then that's it. And then it ends. And the reason is because it's fake. So if I ever run into Bigfoot, Amanda and I have a plan. I pick up my phone, And I start filming, and I run towards it. And Amanda picks up her phone, and she runs after me with her phone filming me. So here's the two outcomes. I catch the guy who's dressed up like Bigfoot and beat the holy hell out of him and get that on video. That's amazing. Or I catch an actual Bigfoot and then I'm famous. Or I get killed by Bigfoot and I die getting killed by Bigfoot, which is also amazing. So this is a win-win situation. So I do have a plan if I ever see a Bigfoot. What about aliens? I think out of all of the things, I think aliens are probably the most probable. Seeing as how the universe is so vast, do I think that they visited this planet? No, not at all. I like my psychic's medium. Yeah, it's a good Bigfoot plan, right? It's a win-win, right? Does Bigfoot live in Portland? I thought he lived in like upstate California, like Northern California. Well, I think there can be conflicting information for things that don't exist. Loch Ness Monster, I think that was a proven hoax.
But see, if it goes after me, it's probably not going to destroy my phone.
Yeah.
So they'll find our remains.
Yeah, it'll also be busy eating me or whatever. But yeah, unfortunately, here's the thing. I'm going to quote the X-Files. I really want to believe in this stuff. And I think that that's more than just blindly believing in it. I've had weird experiences in my life. Super weird experiences. Including some potential Bigfoot stuff. But nothing points to that was definitely Bigfoot. Nothing at all. So, yeah. Pretty sure your daughter would not find that plan great. I actually think she would probably think it was awesome. I think we told her that plan last time we were hiking, and she thought it was great. My daughter has a very good sense of humor. But again, it's not going to happen. But again, I'm going to quote the X-Files. I really, really want to believe in that stuff. I want there to be monsters on this planet. I really, really do. Yeah, Bigfoot takes a selfie on your phones. Oh, Mothman. We know about Mothman. We may or may not have recently completed a project that involved Mothman. I did anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of weird regional cryptids. Like Ohio, I think has the melon heads. I think is what they're called.
Right. That's a boring one.
That one's weird. Then there's the Jersey Devil, the Bye Bye Man, the pee pee poo poo man. There's the Flatwoods Monster. There's which is a super weird one. There's the Skunk Ape. There's the Lizard Man. I actually have a whole book full of them called Beasts that I actually did an illustration in many, many years ago. It was put up by Fantagraphics. But there are so many. There's like what is the death worm or whatever from Mongolian death worm.
When I was up in British Columbia, they have Ogopogo. It's kind of like a Loch Ness Monster.
Oh yeah. There's Champ from Lake Champlain. Chupacabra. Yes, the ocean is filled with terrifying monsters. Okay, that was another one that when I was in college, I was for certain that they were gonna find a giant squid because it was probable, and they did. They actually captured a couple of them on video. They actually found like baby ones too. Graboids. Mr. Hanky. The Christmas poo?
I was watching River Monsters for a while.
Oh, River Monsters is great.
I'm never going in a river ever.
Well, just don't go into rivers in like South America ever, because you don't want to get like bashed by an arapaima or, you know.
Yeah, but there's stuff here too.
Oh, that's not that bad. But there's just lampreys here.
Yeah, but down in Florida, there's a lot.
Yeah, down in Florida's yeah. Oh yeah, Japanese spider crabs are crazy.
They are creepy. I saw a photo of one when I was a little kid, and it like gave me nightmares for a week.
Do we like folklore, cultural mythology? Yeah, heck yeah. Japan's got the best stuff. The giant catfish in Tibet. Are you talking about? Well, they in I think it's in Thailand. Is it in Thailand? The Mekong catfish. Those things are huge.
Yeah, I don't know where they live. Somewhere in Southeast Asia.
Oh, we're supposed to try to pronounce this. It's
Oh no.
Puta
Wait.
Pyrehi.
It's Patu Pyore? Patu Pyarahe.
Oh, that's awesome. You're Maori, right? I think that's how it's pronounced.
I'm sorry that I butchered that word.
That's a tough one. There's way too many syllables in that one for me. You're probably just rolling on the floor laughing. Haha, Americans.
I know we did pretty badly.
Yeah. Yeah, Thailand does have giant stingray also. It could be Vietnam that has the Mekong.
I'm looking up how to say that. I want to know.
Sorry this one's taking me so long, guys. It's the wings are very complex. Welcome to any new people in the chat. Thanks for following. There's 30 people. We've had a lot of people this evening. I wonder if it's because the week is winding down. We always have less people on Monday. Could be because I've been going longer too. So. This guy's coming out pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with him. That's right, Jake. There's definitely some Ryniak action in here. Ryniak action! It's been a while since you brought that one up. I still want to know about what is the folklore about that. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. The Maori guy. Are you still trying to pronounce it over there?
I'm giving up.
Thank you so much, Derek. Appreciate it. Oh, there. She's trying to help. Help you pronounce it there in the chat.
Oh, here we go. Oh, e, ow, ew. Oh, interesting.
Learning to talk with Amanda. Yes.
So it's like in Japanese where there's only 5 static vowels.
Yes, I have seen kappa. I've seen lots of the yokai in Japan. They're amazing. I wish that we had more monsters in our folklore. I mean, there's like a yokai for everything.
Oh, it's like, oh, but at the back of the throat. Oh, like you're cutting off.
I'm gonna let you keep trying that, and I'm gonna stay over here and draw. I would just stop entirely if I was trying to pronounce that. Once you figure it out.
Well, it's hard too because we've got 2 different accents of English here.
Yeah, English and bad English.
There's like American English and New Zealand English, which are really different. It's like the Australian no.
Oh yeah.
We have no. Their no has like 6 vowels in it.
Right.
And it's impossible to say for anybody who isn't Australian.
I have not seen the TV show Grimm.
Oh, thank you, Miss Katie Girl. I try. I really love language. I'm really, really interested in different languages and different words. I think they're really fascinating.
Thank you so much, Kesho. He's getting there. There was a lot of different parts to shade on this guy. That's why he's taken so long. I appreciate everybody hanging in there. This is a long one.
So, Miss Katie Girl, where's the stress on that word?
Oh, lots of monsters in Grimm.
Oh,
Maybe I'll have to check it out. I've suffered many bad movie to see a monster. So we really liked. What was the show that we were watching? That had the alternate universes with Walter the scientist. Fringe. That was pretty great.
It just got really long and we kind of fell off.
Yeah, well, also it did the same thing that X-Files did that I didn't like, is it just spent way too much time on the mythology, and I more wanted Monster of the Week episodes.
I also like when things have endings.
Yeah.
Like, because it can kind of drag on forever.
Yeah, also Walter was the best part of that show.
Aspirin.
Yeah, he kept calling his assistant Astrid. He would call her a different thing every single time.
Aspirin was my favorite one.
Yeah.
That he ever called her. Asteroid was another one. Astro. Oh yeah, Black Mirror. That's a bleak but really good show.
Yeah, if you ever want to feel worse about humanity. It's a little too real.
But see, do you think Twilight Zone was a little too real when it was made?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, I think Black Mirror is great.
Yeah.
But it's really real. Like, I never walk away from one of those feeling it any good. But I know that's the point. I did watch, this has nothing to do with it, Mr. Robot. I've really enjoyed those so far.
Like a good Black Mirror to start on. I mean, they're all super dark.
Yeah, start from the beginning and hold on.
They're all so dark. There's definitely ones that I didn't like.
The very first one.
Oh, jeez, that one
is real rough. Yeah, it's real rough.
Like, I felt like it had so much to say, but jeez, it made me so uncomfortable for so long.
There's a conversation going on about not Fringe. Is it Fringe? No, the other one, Grimm, I think. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about Fringe too.
Have we seen Midnight Special? Is that are you talking about the movie Midnight Special? The one with Michael Shannon in it? Let's see. Got immersed in Sense8. Yeah, we watched Sense8 too. My favorite part about Sense8 was the Van Damme.
The van?
Yeah. Yeah, I liked Midnight Special. I thought it was really crazy. Well, D'Artagnan, I appreciate you sticking around. Go get you some sleep. It was awesome hanging out again. So we'll see you probably Monday. So good night, buddy. Everybody say good night, D'Artagnan.
Bye.
Thanks for... That'll be our first viewer from a roller coaster. About what?
Oh, we're okay. Thought I screwed some up.
Oh. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Everybody mispronounces that one, too.
There's a lot of native words around here. Here in PA, like Monongahela
Yeah.
and Aliquippa, Ashtabula. What else? And more, I just don't know them all. Chillicothe, I think, is one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other ones. The one that they mispronounce. What's the one down south? The one that we always Manaway.
I know. It looks like Mantua. It's Manaway.
It's pronounced Manaway.
Whoa, how do you say that? Mukilteo? Mukilteo?
Everybody's got a city near them that is spelled the right, like Dubois, right?
Oh boy, that's... Yeah.
It's Dubois. But they call it Dubois. Or what's the one that we just found out that's near us? It's Milan. Milan.
Yeah, like the town in
Milan.
Italy.
No, it's pronounced Milan. Milan. If I can get you guys to pronounce one Maori word by the end of the stream, I'll be happy for a whole couple of months.
Mukilteo. That's a really cool word.
My favorite is people around here, they call it's Cuyahoga. That's the name of the county.
Or Cuyahoga.
Or Cuyahoga.
Or Cuyahoga.
And there's a city called Cuyahoga Falls, but people just pronounce it Kaga Falls, which drives me absolutely bonkers. Oh, we're back to mispronunciations of things. Houston versus Houston. Just like rodeo versus rodeo. Oh, we have one. There's a Saint Raphael's church right near us, and everybody calls it Saint Raphael's. And it makes me crazy, because that's not what it's called. Because it's an old Catholic church, and it's not Raphael's. How would you pronounce Goshen? That's how I would pronounce it. I'll give you an easy one. I'm not even going to try. I'll pronounce it wrong. What do you know about how to pronounce Maori words?
Is it Pokyu? Because the O is short and the U is like an ew. Pokyu? Pokyu? Ew? Is it ew or ew?
Ew. Ew. Ew.
I'm trying to find an ew. Yeah, Raphael's. I have no idea.
Yeah. Raphael's. Saint Raphael's.
Yeah, she can teach us a new Maori word and we can all butcher it horribly. We can try though.
It's pretty out. That's a culture I don't know anything about except for they stick their tongues out at rugby games.
I'm so confused by the vowels. Like I don't know if it's a diphthong or not.
Using your word knowledge over
I know,
there.
I'm gonna have to listen to some examples. Oh yeah, the haka.
Goshen. So it's not Goshen. It's Goshen. Is it Goshen? There's a Tulalip and a Samamish and a Clackamam. Is that Clackamus and tons of native names here. Clackamus? Clackamus.
Tulalip? I like Samamish. That's an awesome word.
I'm going to eat a Samamish for lunch. Why did I pick such a complicated thing to draw tonight? It's making my brain crazy.
Don't we have Big Bone Lick State Park here?
Big Bone Lick, yes. I think that's further south.
Yeah, it's not close.
Tulalip.
Huh.
Samamish. That's my new favorite word. I am hungry. I'm gonna eat a samamish.
Samamish. What's the... Is it Hamtramck?
Oh yeah, Hamtramck in Detroit.
How do you spell it? I'll write it out.
Hamtramck.
Yeah, look at that.
Hamtramck.
Look at that conflagration of...
We always just called it ham
right
sandwich.
Oh my gosh, I have to be really careful if I ever go down south.
Oh no, the mod hit Kesho.
Oh no! I cleared you though. For some reason, Clackamas? I don't even know.
Aw, thanks so much, Derek. What are you doing? Oh, look, the bits are going crazy. Watch his mouth. That's awesome. Do you pick up accents when you're around people that speak differently, like picking up a southern accent in some place like Georgia? I lived in Florida for about 7 years, and I totally picked up, like, you'll hear it. I'm a little hard on my R's sometimes, so I think I've lost it for the most part, but it creeps out sometimes, doesn't it, Amanda?
Yeah, you have a little bit of a drawl. I've got a little bit of a Western PA bent to what I say sometimes.
Yeah, you definitely do. Like, hey guys, what's the thing that you plug into the wall and it picks up dirt and you push it around like this? And you push it around your house and it's electric and it pulls up the dirt. What's that thing called? Everybody?
It's a sweeper.
What do you call it? It's not a sweeper. It's a vacuum cleaner. It is a vacuum. It is not a sweeper. A sweeper is either the thing, it's a broom, or it's the thing that drives around and picks up dirt in the street. That's a street sweeper.
I grew up calling it a sweeper, so...
No. You and all your people are wrong.
It's like pour with pork, but cut it off short and roll it to the back of your mouth.
Oh, you're still trying this, huh?
She's trying to help me. Roll it to the back of the mouth. Oh, man.
Hoover.
Porku.
Dustbuster.
Porku. That's really hard. I feel like I need to hear someone say it.
Well, an Advil is an Advil. Alright, this, I don't like what I did with his elbow. I'm going to change it. It'd be much easier if you could actually hear somebody talking.
Yeah. I'm going to type some Western PA phrases. Oh, was I close? Oh, see, now I'm on the spot. Now I'm self-conscious. Porku? Porku. I've never heard anyone say it, so I'm flying blind.
You're really trying, though.
I am trying. I think I need to get my headphones and see if I can find it pronounced somewhere. I tried really hard to learn that.
What are all these words that you're saying, Kesho?
That one Japanese phrase that I know.
What's the one Japanese phrase you know?
O toku no katashi wa hon no yondemasu.
Hon no yondemasu.
The boys read a book.
Right.
That will help me in no way whatsoever.
And we know how to say juice. Jusu. And newspaper. Shinbun. Oh, you're getting a tip. Props for Amanda.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Oh my gosh. I made this guy so difficult to draw. Oh, Lisa said, good job.
Thanks.
That's the only phrase we know in Japanese, but we can't use it because there's no way to use it in any situation.
Like, the boys read a book. But we know a couple words, mostly food.
Mostly food words, yes.
Like, mizu is water.
Yeah. Biru.
Yeah.
Ichibiru.
The problem is I've taken a bunch of different languages in my life, so they all get into a mishmash. Like, my brain just went, I'm biru. That's not going to help me, because that's
German.
German-Japanese.
Lisa said she's ready to be our personal translator. That's awesome. Well, we need her to like help us learn how to say the things too, because I want to know at least some things that aren't food. I'm almost done with this guy.
I don't know the Japanese word for banana. Asked Jeremiah Kettner.
Yeah, what is the word for banana? I bet you we know it and we just don't know it. Banana. Oh my gosh, we were gonna learn so many languages. We were gonna learn Maori, and Spanish, and
more like paw. Or was it?
Nice, Jeremiah. Real nice. It's banana. Welcome, Jeremiah, by the way. Good to see you. Jeremiah, you probably speak fluent Japanese by now. Banana. Oh, if you guys haven't said hello to Jeremiah, say hello to Jeremiah. And if you don't know his artwork, you should be following him on Instagram. He's a fantastic painter. I've known him for many years. I think Jeremiah was lurking in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I was listening to a Learn Maori language vowel song.
That's great, Miss Katie Girl. I'm not even going to say that. You see how I mispronounce everybody's screen names. Yeah, I think this is one of my longest live streams too. I'm sorry, I'm just dragging it out.
What's your favorite binomial nomenclature? Mine's Marmota Monax Monax.
Percaflavescence.
What is that?
That's a lake perch.
Flavescence. Oh, flavescent means yellow.
Mm-hmm. And also, I think Lumbricus terrestris. I think that's one of my favorites too.
Earth something.
Earthworm.
Earthworm.
What's the other one? I can't think of it anymore right now.
Isn't Corvus like Brachius or something? The
Isn't that
American crow.
Crow?
Corvus corax is raven, or is that crow? I can't remember. Chiroptera, always a good one. Oh, what a funny word. So it's for stomach is the word.
What's that?
The word that I can't say. The very simple word that I can't say. Hoku. The one that I keep messing up on. Still listening to this guy say vowels.
Are you watching YouTube videos?
I am.
Guys, she can't be part of the stream right now. She's watching YouTube videos.
I'm here. I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere.
I think I've got to be done with this. I might mess with it a little bit outside of the stream too. So, of course, Blue Cats. Yes, everybody should know about Jeremiah Kettner. He paints very, very beautiful things. I knew him back in the day when all he did was paint tiny little lined, cute girls, but now he's amazing stuff. And everybody probably still thinks he's a girl. That would actually probably be very helpful, Miss Katie Girl.
Yeah, that's one of those random words that you're just not gonna find on a search for someone to pronounce for you.
Yeah. Man Bat Kaiju is rad. Thank you so much. I have to do something with these webs. They're just not reading. think that might be it. That might be it, guys. Wrapping it up. How would you put it for the internet to see? You could send it to... Yeah, you could send it... You could email it. Oh, thanks, Jeremiah. Yeah, the Facebook group, but unfortunately you'd probably... Everybody else would see it. Sorry, I've been noodling this thing for so long, guys. There's just so many details in this one. I really set myself up for a lot of work on this one.
It looks really cool.
Thank you, Allie. Thanks to everybody for hanging out for so long on this one. This one ran way longer than I expected. Again, I could probably just keep messing with this thing forever, but I'm not gonna. So I'm just gonna call it at 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, you guys have been troopers. So appreciate it. Thanks for the language lessons. Fun with words today. We had our first roller coaster viewing of the stream. Thank you so much, Blue Cats, for the big tip. Look at that. Boom.
What else did we do today?
We did a lot of things. We talked about words we hated.
We talked about Sasquatch.
We talked about Sasquatch
and
Cryptids and
Star Wars.
Hung out with all you guys and Star Wars and how passionate I am. Yes, I will be back Monday. Hopefully, we are driving down south for a couple days, so we'll be back in time, I think. This was great. So, if Amanda could post the link to the Facebook group, just in case people don't have it, head on over there if you want to continue the conversation about anything. Go over there and or start a conversation. Everybody's really cool over there. So, thank you, Easy E Fro, and this was a fun one. And glad to see more and more people joining here and on the Facebook group. It's like turning into like a forum. It's pretty awesome. So you guys are awesome. I'm so glad that you guys are regulars. The Critter Crew is growing and staying strong. So thanks for telling all your friends and your friends' pets and local astronauts about the stream. So I'm gonna get out of here. Have a great weekend, everybody, and you'll see this guy on Instagram tomorrow at Chris Ryniak if you're not already following me, which you probably are. Shop Bindlewood and support on Patreon if you'd like. But again, thanks guys, and we'll see you Monday.
Next time.
All right. Goodbye.